Hello students, today we will study human circulatory system under the heading body fluids and circulation. So what are the topics involved in this? Topics are structure of human heart, cardiac cycle, cardiac output, ECG, double circulation, regulation of cardiac activity, disorders of circulatory system. So one by one we will discuss the topics. First, external and internal structure of heart. Then the second part will be the working of heart and blood flow through the heart during different phases. All these phases we are going to study: auricular systole, auricular diastole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole, and joint diastole. Then definition of a stroke volume and cardiac output, regulation of heartbeat, ECG, arterial blood pressure, double circulation. And at last we will study the disorders of open circulatory system like hypertension, coronary artery disease, angina pectoris, and heart failure. So what is circulatory system? This system is concerned with the circulation of body fluids to distribute various substances to various body parts. So various substances are distributed with the help of, circulated with the help of this system. So the circulatory system is also known as the cardiovascular system. Cardio means heart and vascular means vessels. So heart and vessels together they form the system. So this system is known as the cardiovascular system. It is an organ system that allows blood to circulate and transport nutrients such as electrolytes and amino acids, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones, and blood cells. These are circulated to and from cells in the body to nourish it. The components of the human circulatory system include the heart, blood, red and white blood cells, platelets, and lymphatic system. So today we will study the structure of heart. So in human circulatory system, heart is the main organ through which blood is supplied to all the parts of the body, and deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body is also collected here in the heart. So the circulatory system consists of heart and the blood vessels which collect blood from the different parts of the body and which supply blood to the different parts of the body like arteries and veins. What are the functions of circulatory system? Transportation of nutrients from their sites of absorption to the different tissues and organs for storage, oxidation, or synthesis of tissue components. Also carries waste products of metabolism from different tissues to the organ meant for their excretion from the body. Transport respiratory gases also like oxygen and carbon dioxide in between the respiratory organs and the tissues. It carries metabolic intermediates from one tissue to another for their further metabolism. For example, blood carries lactic acid from muscles to the liver for its oxidation. It also transports informational molecules such as hormones from their sites of origin to the tissue. It uniformly distributes water, hydrogen ions, chemical substances to all over the body. So these all are the functions of circulatory system. Now we will study the structure of heart. So heart is located in the thoracic cavity in between the two lungs, slightly tilted towards the left, and it is derived from the mesoderm, and the size of the heart is just like a clenched fist. So एक हमारी बंद मुट्ठी की तरह जो है हार्ट का साइज होता है. Heart is protected by the double walled membranous bag which is known as the pericardium. So externally heart is covered by the pericardium, and the pericardium consists of two layers: an outer that parietal pericardium and inner visceral pericardium which is attached to the heart, and a space called pericardial cavity is present in between both the membranes. And this pericardial cavity is filled with the fluid which is called pericardial fluid. And the pericardium protects the heart from shocks and mechanical injuries. So this is the external structure. Internally the four chambers are there. Externally how the heart looks, this is the external structure, okay, where we see the right atrium and the left ventricle, right ventricle and left atrium. Then the veins are there and the arteries, pulmonary trunk, then superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, which are bringing the blood from the various parts of the body. So veins are there, and then the arteries are there. Okay, so arteries which are carrying blood from heart to the different parts of the body. So here you can see the structure of the heart. Internally the four, externally this is the internally upper chambers are there, atria, and then the lower chambers which are known as the ventricles, and they are separated by the walls. You can see the walls here. Okay, so in the next diagram I will show you the internal structure. Internally it consists of four chambers. So mammalian heart including man is hollow, cone-shaped muscular structure that lies in the thoracic cavity just above the diaphragm and in between the two lungs. It is about the size of fist measuring about 12 centimeter in length and 9 centimeter in breadth. Weight is about 300 grams. Four chambers are present in the heart. So where are the four chambers? The two atria, the upper chamber, and two ventricles, which are the lower chambers. So you can see this is the left atrium and this is the right atrium. Fine. And then after, the deoxygenated blood is received into the right auricle by the superior vena cava from anterior region. So you can see the superior vena cava which is collecting blood from the anterior part, and then this blood is received by the right auricle. And from the posterior part, the inferior vena cava which collects the blood, and that is also reaching to the right atrium. Then this vena cava open directly into the right auricles as there is no sinus venosus. Now right auricle also gets blood from coronary veins also. Coronary veins, the veins which collect blood from the heart and heart muscles. Right and left auricles are separated by interauricular septum. So these both the right and left auricles, they are separated by the septum. Here the septum is present in between them, that is known as interauricular septum. And similarly right and left ventricles are also separated by the interventricular septum. So ये यहाँ पर interventricular septum है, और यहाँ पर you can see this is the interatrial septum. दोनों एट्रिया के बीच में और दोनों ventricles के बीच में septum होता है. Deoxygenated blood is then passed from the right auricle to the right ventricle. So अब ये जो deoxygenated blood superior vena cava और inferior vena cava से right auricle में पहुंचता है. Then from right auricle it goes to the right ventricle. Okay, and here there is a wall present in between the right auricle and right ventricle, which is the tricuspid wall having the three flaps. So there are three flaps, that is why it is the tricuspid wall. So I'll show you. This is the tricuspid wall. Here three flaps are there, and because of that it is known as the tricuspid wall. So this wall gets open and blood from right atrium reaches to the left atrium. Now we will see here that the blood then it is pumped into the lungs. Yes, after the reaching to the right ventricle, it goes to the lungs. So the blood is carried to the lungs with the help of arteries which are known as the pulmonary artery. So blood from here it goes through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. तो ये राइट और लेफ्ट लंग दोनों को जो है ब्लड सप्लाई होता है विद द हेल्प ऑफ pulmonary arteries, and the blood is brought back into the left auricle via pulmonary veins. और जो pulmonary veins होती हैं वो oxygenated blood को again they bring from both the lungs from right and left to the left atrium. अब यहाँ से blood जो है oxygenated it goes to the left atrium. From left atrium it goes to the left ventricle through the atrioventricular aperture, an opening which is guarded by the bicuspid valve. So, which is known as the mitral valve also or bicuspid valve. Here it is bicuspid valve. And the left ventricle also has the chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae are what? These are the papillary, chordae tendineae and papillary muscles. They actually prevent the valves there from being pushed into auricles at the time of ventricular contraction. तो वो उनको होल्ड करके रखते हैं वॉल को, ये पुश नहीं हो पाते हैं ऑरिकल्स में जब वेंट्रिकुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होता है. Thus the walls of the left ventricles are thicker than the wall of right ventricle. Means जो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल की जो वॉल्स होती हैं वो थिकर होती हैं देन द वॉल ऑफ right ventricle, and oxygenated blood from the left ventricle is then distributed to the all parts of the body through the aorta. So जो left ventricle है यहाँ से blood कहाँ पहुँचता है? It goes to the aorta, and aorta has further its branches, arteries, through that it reaches to the different parts of the body. And the opening of the aorta and other major arteries are also guarded by the semilunar walls that prevent the backflow of blood. So these that arteries, they also have the walls. These walls are known as the semilunar wall. So these are the structures present internally in the heart. And further we will study that structure of heart further in term of conducting system. So before we study the conducting system, I will discuss here types of blood circulation in human, because specifically we will see the double circulation. So the physiology of blood circulation was first described by Sir William Harvey in 1628, and the blood circulation in our body is divisible into three circuits. That is coronary circulation, means which involves the blood supply to the heart wall and also drainage of the heart wall. मतलब heart को blood supply होता है, वापस heart से जो है blood collect होता है, and then it goes for the oxygenation. Then coronary arteries, one pair arising from the aortic arch just above the semilunar wall. They break up into the capillaries to supply oxygenated blood to the heart wall. तो coronary arteries जो होती हैं, they are in pair, और ये aortic arch से जो है निकल करके heart को blood supply करती हैं oxygenated. Then the coronary veins are there, numerous, collecting deoxygenated blood from the heart wall and drains it into the right auricle. तो बहुत सारी जो वेसल्स होती हैं वो deoxygenated blood को हार्ट से कलेक्ट करके they drain it into the right auricle through coronary sinus, and which is formed by the joining of most of the coronary veins. So coronary veins and coronary arteries, these are the blood vessels which supply blood to the heart and collect blood from the heart. Now pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. In pulmonary circulation, the circulation which is taking place in between heart and lungs. Just now I showed you that from the heart blood goes to the lungs for the oxygenation. So right ventricle से blood pump होता है कौन सा? Deoxygenated blood to the lungs with the help of pulmonary arteries. And then after, and this pulmonary artery, they carry the blood to the lungs, and from the lungs oxygenated blood comes to the heart, and then after this oxygenated blood is supplied from the left ventricle to the different organs, and this is the circulation known as the systemic circulation. This is pulmonary circulation, this is systemic circulation. Here the circulation of blood is taking place in between the heart and body organ. तो यहाँ पर pulmonary में कहाँ होता है, heart और lungs के बीच में होता है, और यहाँ होता है heart और body के बीच में. And as the blood means circulates twice in through the heart, that is termed as the double circulation. So that also we will see in the next part.